In tonight's video, I will be showing you how to apply AirBrush makeup, and I will show you start to finish using concealer, foundation, blush, and then also highlighting. So if you want to see that process, then keep on watching. So I'm starting off with a clean face. I have nothing on. I just took my makeup off. So I'm going to prep my skin first. I'm just going to use my daily moisturizer. This is the Purely Nourishing Moisturizer from Bare Minerals for combination skin. So I'm just going to use a pump and then go ahead and apply it everywhere. So I just picked this up at the drugstore and I'm going to use this as a base. This is the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Miracle Blur. And this is an instant skin smoother. It's oil-free. So this is going to make your pores appear a little bit smaller. If you have any fine lines or wrinkles, your foundation is going to lay a lot smoother and it's not going to settle. So this is a great prep before foundation just to make it look really smooth and flawless. So I'm going to use just a little bit of this and put it on top of my foundation. This stuff literally feels like butter. It doesn't feel greasy or oily at all, and it absorbs really quickly. You don't feel like a weird film on your face, but it's a great prep. So this is my first time using it, and so far I really like it. So I'm just going to show you the tools that I'm using. This is my compressor, and it has different levels of pressure that you can pick. So there's low, medium, and high. There's the on button and also the mode to choose which mode you want to be in. There's a little holder here for your airbrush, and there's a tube that comes out which the air will flow from, and then of course where you plug it in the back. And the actual airbrush tool is right here. So this is the BellettoStudio airbrush. There is a little section up here where you can actually drop your foundation or whatever liquids you are going to use that is meant for this tool. And right here is a little nozzle where you can pull back to release any of the product, which will come out from the base here. So it just depends how much you pull back. It will release a certain amount of pressure, and you know, you can play around with it and see what kind of pressure you like. They have instructions on, you know, how much pressure to release for certain things, and so I'm just going to move on and show you how I do my foundation routine using an airbrush system. So first I'm going to conceal under my eyes, and I'm going to use the color Latte. This is a foundation. They recommend using a foundation that's a few shades lighter than all of your face for concealing, or if you have any other areas you want to cover, use something a little bit lighter than your natural skin tone. So I'm going to use the color Latte. I'm going to put a few drops in my airbrush system, and then we're going to go ahead and conceal. I usually like to conceal under the eyes. I have a few scars and blemishes kind of right in this area, so we want to conceal that. So as you can see, I finished up concealing any areas of concern, so my dark circles and some blemishes. What's nice about this is you can definitely layer and get the coverage that you want. Little goes a long way, but it dries pretty quickly. It dries more like a matte finish, which is nice. So I'm going to show you how I do my foundation. And the color that I'm going to be using for my foundation is called Dune. So I'm just going to add about 6 drops of this into my airbrush machine and go ahead and I'm going to do circular motions about 6 inches away to get a nice even coat all around my face. So just finished my foundation and it gives a nice even coat all over. It does look really smooth. It dries more of a matte finish, which I kind of like for definitely in the T-zone because I get shiny later on the day. But later on I will be showing you how to add more of that glow, which I really like just on the certain areas of the face. So it gives pretty good coverage. It's very buildable, like I said, so if you're not happy with one layer, then go ahead and do another. But a little does go a long way. So now I'm going to add my bronzer and some contouring powder, just the usual products that I use on an everyday basis. So for my bronzer, I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, and I'm going to use my Sedona Lace 602 brush to apply that. And I'm going to use my Sedona Lace palette, and I'm going to use this color right here. You can tell that I love this one for contouring. It's a perfect brown. And for that, I'm going to use my Sedona Lace face brush, the 05 brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush, and the one I'm going to use is the BellettoStudio AirBrush Makeup Blush, and this is called Coralleia, or Coralleia, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm going to use this. It's a really pretty coral and it has a nice golden undertone, so I'm going to use that right on the apples of my cheeks. So now that the blush is on, I'm going to add a little bit of a glow on the tops of my cheeks and maybe down the bridge of my nose, just for that kind of everyday glow that I really like. So I'm going to use the BellettoStudio Luster Drops. These things are amazing. A little goes a long way, but it gives you kind of that wet, dewy look. You don't want to use too much or else you'll look greasy. We don't want to look greasy, so just like a drop or two and just put it right on the tops of your cheeks. It looks amazing, so I'm going to show you how it looks. So I just finished putting those luster drops on and they are pretty amazing. It's really great for giving you that really dewy, glowy look, which I'm a big fan of. You can see it when I turn in certain areas, the light hits it. So if you don't want that matte finish and you kind of want to put that glow back into your skin, the luster drops are great for that. So I just want to show you guys the process from beginning to end on how much coverage you can get with this AirBrush foundation, and then showing you how to apply AirBrush blush, which I haven't used before. I haven't used any AirBrush products, so I'm totally new to this. It took me a few days to kind of get the hang of it and like how much pressure to use and how many drops of product you need to use, but I think I got it down and it's just something different to try. I've never used AirBrush products and I was always curious about it, so I was really happy I got the opportunity to try these products out for you guys and kind of show you. I will have a link below to their website where you can get this, and the pricing and everything will be below. And if you want me to do a separate video for how you can put the system together, like hooking everything up and how many drops you use for foundation or concealer or blush, just let me know. I could do a totally separate video, but in this one I just wanted to show you kind of from beginning to end in my routine and how I apply it. So yeah, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video.